Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 2 of competition for the 2024 Victorian Weightlifting Championships. Lifters competing in the men's 89 kilogram category. From the Valhalla Weightlifting Club, Conrad Littlehales. Guest competitor from Great Britain, Gabriel Rogers. From the Training Day Club, Ethan Correa. Competing here as an independent lifter, Alexander Hillman. And our final competitor from the Oasis Weightlifting Club, Ethan McGrath.
Thank you very much, athletes. You now have 10 minutes to prepare for the first competition lift. The clock is counting down that 10 minutes. When the clock gets to 0, I'll be calling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes now returning to the warm-up room. The clock has commenced its countdown, giving them their final 10 minutes of preparation before we commence the competition. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Victorian Weightlifting Stadium. Just about ready for the commencement of competition, or day 2 of the 2024 Victorian Weightlifting Championships. The barbell has been loaded to 68 kilograms. This will be for the first attempt for Conrad Littlehales from the Valhalla Performance Club.
First attempt for Conrad Littlehales from Valhalla Performance.
And a strong opening attempt there for Conrad with 68 kilograms.
69 kilos, which is the minimum increase required. Of course, the lifter may choose to do more than that, but we'll find out. And he has chosen more. Load, please load 74 kilos.
Conrad electing to take a 6 kilogram increase for his second attempt, rather than the mandated single kilo increase, so a significant increase over what is required of him. And barbell now being loaded to 74 kilograms for Conrad's second attempt.
Kilos. Yep, that's right.
74 kilograms now loaded onto the barbell.
Second attempt, Conrad Littlehales.
And that will be the same lifter, Conrad Littlehales, for his second attempt. As Conrad is taking consecutive attempts in the competition, clock has commenced from 2 minutes rather than the customary 1. Conrad, only a very recent convert to the sport of weightlifting, having only been training for 12 weeks. And this is his first competition. A bit of a baptism of fire for Conrad, his first competition being a state title. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, for his second attempt, 74 kilograms. And another very strong lift there for Conrad.
We load the bar to 75
Comfortably elevating 74 kilograms overhead. 75 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell.
This colour is being changed. These colours on the disc are set by international regulations to make it easier for lifters, coaches
And 75 kilograms, now the first attempt for Ethan Correa.
75 kilograms, first attempt, Ethan Correa from the Training Day Club.
Ethan also a relative newcomer to the sport, having been training now for a period of 6 months only, coached by Sean Herb at the Training Day Club.
Change of call is going higher, but we do need to wait till it's 75.
And Ethan obviously warming up reasonably well as he's increased his starting weight.
We also have another change before I can announce it, but we do need 75. 75 kilo, 1 minute on the clock, third attempt for Conrad Littlehales.
And quite a number of changes now coming in from the warm-up room as lifters try to and coaches try to position themselves to get the maximum possible outcome from the snatch portion of the competition. 78 kilograms now loaded onto the barbell. First attempt for Alexander Hillman. And it's no lift, unfortunately, for Alexander.
Alexander's the only lifter needing this weight. We'll leave the bar
Just leaving the barbell a little bit too far forward in order to be able to properly secure it overhead in the bottom position in the snatch.
78 kilograms, second attempt,
Alexander now is the only lifter requiring this weight, will now be required to take successive attempts in the competition. So clock has commenced its countdown from 2 minutes rather than the customary 1. Alexander also quite an unaccomplished swimmer, competing at the national level in the freestyle. He is actually currently the Victorian state champion in certain freestyle events. And, began competing in the sport of weightlifting 12 months ago. And now here he is for his second attempt on 78 kilograms. And that's a much better lift there for Alexander. And success with his second attempt on 78 kilograms. 79 kilograms now the weight requested. Although I suspect Alexander's probably going to want to take more.
Change of call loaded.
Yes, Alexander has increased the requested weight from the mandatory 1 kilogram increase to add another kilogram.
Of the athlete, I can't always recognise horses, and I shouldn't have to.
80 kilograms now will be the first attempt for Ethan Correa.
80 kilograms, first attempt for Ethan Correa. Stop the clock, he's going higher.
Ethan once again electing to take more.
We have another change, but we do end up needing 80 kilograms.
80 kilograms will now be the third attempt for Conrad Littlehales. In his spare time, Conrad is an avid scuba diver. that's no lift there for Conrad. Once again, elevating the weight quite easily, but having some difficulty getting it in the right position overhead and being able to secure the barbell to the referee's satisfaction. 80 kilograms now remains on the barbell, and will be the third attempt for Alexander Hillman. Alex electing to take more. 81 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell. This will be the first attempt for Ethan McGrath from the Oasis Weightlifting Club. And a solid opening attempt there for Ethan with 81 kilograms. 82 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell. This will be the opening attempt for Ethan Correa.
82 kilograms, first attempt for Ethan Correa from training day.
And a strong opening attempt for Ethan also. Ethan Correa's previously recorded best performance in competition was a snatch of 70 kilograms, starting with a starting weight of 82 kilograms, some 12 kilograms above his personal best. I imagine there's been a significant amount of work done in training in order to build him up that quickly. 83 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell. And currently the lifter will once again be Ethan Correa, but I suspect that may change. Ethan Correa has elected to take more. 83 kilograms will now the third attempt for Alexander Hillman. And a good fighting lift there for Alexander, and success with 83 kilograms. 85 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell for the second attempt for Ethan McGrath. Ethan, also a former competitive swimmer, and was specialising in the long-distance swimming events. And he competed in Hong Kong for a period of approximately 9 years before converting to weightlifting. And there's no lift there for Ethan. Once again, elevating the weight seemingly quite easily, just having some difficulty gaining balance with the barbell overhead. Just a brief pause in the competition now, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently there has been some blood being detected on the barbell, which does happen from time to time. As soon as it is detected, it is immediately sanitised, just in the interest of maintaining a safe competition venue for all participants. So, loaders are all quite diligent in their examination of the barbell in between attempts to ensure that no contaminants or residue is left on the barbell for other competitors. It's been suitably scrubbed, and now 85 kilograms on the barbell will be the second attempt for Ethan Correa. Ethan electing to take more. 85 kilograms remains on the barbell. It'll be the third attempt for Ethan McGrath. .85 kilograms, third attempt for Ethan McGrath. And if he is successful, this will put Ethan into the lead in the 89 kilogram category at this stage of the competition. Yeah, a much better lift there for Ethan. That's a much better lift. Success with 85 kilograms on his third attempt. 86 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell for the second attempt for Ethan Correa. An attempt to move back into the lead in the 89 kilogram category.
86 kilograms, second attempt for Ethan Correa, training day.
Seeking to take the lead with a 1 kilo increase over the weight just elevated by Ethan McGrath. Quite a close battle looks like it is developing between lifters in this session. And unfortunately no lift there for Ethan.
We leave the bar therefore at 86 kilograms.
Not managing to really get the barbell into a comfortable position overhead at all. The barbell therefore remains on 86 kilograms, and it will be the same lifter, Ethan Correa, for his third attempt. Once Ethan has competed this lift, there will be only one lifter remaining in the session, and that will be our guest competitor from Great Britain, Gabriel Rogers. And whilst we're very lucky to have Gabriel honouring us with his presence here today, he is ineligible to win a medal by virtue of the fact that he's not technically a Victorian citizen. Ethan Correa, in his spare time, enjoys playing basketball and video games. He's currently 19 years of age, one of two lifters in this session, competing both in the senior and junior ranks. So there's a separate competition taking place between Ethan Correa and Alexander Hillman for the junior title. With only 1 kilo currently separating them in the snatch, I dare say that's also going to be a close battle within the bigger picture of the competition. 86 kilograms, third attempt for Ethan Correa. Once again, that's unfortunately no lift there for Ethan. A much closer attempt there with his second attempt. but still having some difficulty securing the weight overhead. 105 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell. 105 kilograms for the first attempt for our guest competitor from Great Britain, Gabriel Rogers.
Kilograms. First attempt for our guest competitor from Great Britain, Gabriel Rogers.
And whilst Gabriel technically is a citizen of Great Britain, currently resides in Melbourne, where he's a student at Melbourne University. And it's no lift there for Gabriel with his opening attempt on 105 kilograms. And Gabriel being the only lifter remaining in this competition, he will be taking consecutive attempts. So the clock will be commencing from 2 minutes, as he is the only lifter requiring this weight. Gabriel currently a student at Melbourne University and does his training at the Melbourne University Weightlifting Club. Coached in Australia by Joy Twee. And a list says his hobbies, aside from weightlifting, he enjoys cooking, which is not that unusual for our weightlifters. They generally tend to be rather fond of eating. Quite regularly will list eating as a hobby. Gabriel Rogers with his second attempt on 105 kilograms. And a good lift there for Gabriel with his second attempt, and a very good fighting recovery to keep that barbell stable overhead. And 106 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell for Gabriel's third attempt. Previously recorded personal best in competition of 108 kilograms.
106 kilograms. Third attempt, Gabriel Rogers.
So very close here to his best ever recorded results. And in fact, that is the weight he has requested, 108 kilograms, equaling his previously recorded competition personal best. 108 kilograms. There's 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining on the clock.
There was a time in weightlifting when there was no clock. 1960 Olympics, one lifter took 20 minutes to attempt a weight. After that, the International Federation wisely introduced time limits. They're not normally a problem for athletes, but obviously has happened in 1960. They can be abused if there was no time limit.
108 kilograms on the barbell, third attempt for Gabriel Rogers. This will be the final attempt for the snatch portion of the competition for this session. At the completion of this lift, there will be a pause of approximately 10 minutes in the competition giving the lifters a bit of time to complete their preparations before we recommence with the clean and jerks. At 108 kilograms, a third attempt for Gabriel Rogers. And here he comes. And a good lift there for Gabriel with his third attempt on 108 kilograms. That was probably the best of all three of his attempts, to be perfectly honest. That was he finally managed to get warmed up to the job, and the job's already over. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be now a pause of approximately 10 minutes, giving the athletes time to complete their preparations, and then competition will recommence with the clean and jerks. Thank you. morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for the recommencement of competition. Second day of competition for the 2024 Victorian Weightlifting Championships. The barbell has been loaded to 90 kilograms. 90 kilograms will be the first attempt for Conrad Littlehales from the Valhalla Performance Club. A very strong opening attempt there for Conrad with 90 kilograms. Did not seem to really trouble him a great deal. 90. And Conrad once again electing to take more than the mandatory 1 kilogram increase. So now the barbell being loaded to 95 kilograms. The first attempt for Ethan Correa. Ethan 95 kilograms, the first attempt for Ethan Correa, the Training Day Weightlifting Club. Ethan electing to take more for his opening attempt. 96 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell for the second attempt for Conrad Littlehales.
96 kilograms, second attempt, Conrad Littlehales from Valhalla Performance.
And once again, despite the fact that Conrad is taking consecutive attempts in the competition, the clock has commenced only from 1 minute rather than the 2 minutes he would otherwise be entitled, because another lifter was called in between and the clock had commenced. And 96 kilograms now for the second attempt for Conrad Littlehales. And another very strong lift there for Conrad. 96 kilograms, not seeming to trouble him a great deal. And once again, Conrad electing to take a 6 kilogram increase to his third attempt. 102 kilograms, a weight he has now nominated for his third attempt. At 102 kilograms, Conrad will still be the next lifter. And this time he gets his full complement of 2 minutes in order to recover.
102 kilograms for the third attempt of Conrad Littlehales, Valhalla Performance.
Conrad training with the Valhalla Performance Club under the expert tutelage of Lachlan Frisk down on the Mornington Peninsula, where he gets to indulge his other passion of scuba diving. And Conrad electing to take more yet again, so 105 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell. 105 kilograms. For the first attempt for Ethan Correa. Ethan, currently a student of physical education at Monash University, intending to become a PE teacher once he graduates from his studies. One of two lifters in this session competing both as a junior and senior. Ethan Correa, first attempt, 105 kilograms on the barbell. And a solid opening attempt there for Ethan with 105 kilograms.
We leave the bar at 105.
The same weight now on the barbell for the first attempt for Ethan McGrath. Ethan currently leading in the competition at the completion of the snatch portion. Successful attempt of 85 kilograms in the snatch earlier this morning. Now seeking to open his account in the clean and jerk. And a strong opening attempt there for Ethan with 105 kilograms. 106 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell. 106 kilograms. The current call will be for the second attempt for Ethan Correa, although I suspect that's going to change. Indeed it has. Ethan Correa has elected to take more. Ethan McGrath now will be the lifter on call, and this I suspect is also going to change. 106 kilograms will be the third attempt for Conrad Littlehales. An increase of some 10 kilograms from his successful second attempt at 96 kilograms. Quite a significant jump from a second to third attempt, as Conrad Littlehales tries to put himself into the mix for the medals. 106 kilograms for his third attempt. And a good lift there. And 2 white lights is all he needs. So 3 out of 3 successful attempts in the clean and jerk for Conrad Littlehales.
110 kilo on the bar.
110 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell for the first attempt for Alexander Hillman. And now I believe the competition's going to begin in earnest. As I said, we have 3 lifters now, all on very, very similar weights. 110 kilograms will put Alexander Hillman into the lead in the competition as currently stands. And here's Alexander Hillman for his opening attempt on 110 kilograms. An attempt to put him into the lead in the 89 kilogram category. And that's a strong opening attempt there for Alex with 110 kilograms, and that puts him into the lead. Same weight remains on the barbell. Second attempt for Ethan Correa. Ethan, now as a result of other lifters' successes, is now sitting in the bronze medal position. This will move him up into the silver medal position for the time being, if he is successful. There's still a number of lifts remaining in the competition, so I suspect those medal colours will change from time to time as each lifter moves out and tries to best position themselves, obviously, to do the best they can in the competition. And a good lift there for Ethan with his second attempt on 110 kilograms, and that puts him into the silver medal position. Same weight now on the barbell, 110 kilograms. The lifter will be Ethan McGrath. And success here will put Ethan, from where he currently sits in the bronze medal position, back into the lead. .110 kilograms, second attempt for Ethan McGrath. Another very strong lift there for Ethan, and success with 110 kilograms. And that puts him into the gold medal position for the time being. 111 kilograms being requested from Ethan Correa. Once again, I suspect that will change, as he will obviously seek to put himself into the gold medal position with his own last attempt. Once again, 111 kilograms is now on the call on Ethan McGrath from Oasis Weightlifting Club, although he's also increasing. So 115 kilograms now requested. The lifter will be Alexander Hillman for his second attempt. And this to put Alexander back into the gold medal position. At the moment, it's too close to call, ladies and gentlemen. Each lift, the lead is going to change, as we have three lifters all having posted very similar results in the snatch and attempting very similar weights in the clean and jerk. It's going to be a matter of who blinks first. 115 kilograms, the second attempt for Alexander Hillman, an attempt to put him back into the gold medal position. Currently sitting in second. And that's a good lift there for Alex, and that puts him back into the lead, now sitting into the gold medal position.
115 kilo remains.
115 kilograms now remaining on the barbell. Third attempt for Ethan Correa. If he is successful, this will put him into the silver medal position. .115 kilograms, third attempt for Ethan Correa. And that's no lift there for Ethan. Again, 2 red lights unfortunately means no lift. It's a majority rules system with our 3 referees. And whilst successfully elevating the weight, it was not to the satisfaction of two of our three referees. I suspect it may have been an overhead press out that was the issue they detected. Ethan Correa will have to be satisfied with the bronze medal in the senior competition and the silver medal in the junior, as he has no attempts remaining. Third attempt now for Ethan McGrath, this to put him back into the lead with 115 kilograms. Sets himself. And a good drive there from Ethan McGrath. And he's held on to that. And that puts him back into the gold medal position. 3 out of 3 successful attempts in the clean and jerk for Ethan McGrath. And now all he can do is sit back and wait. And it all comes down to what Alexander Hillman can do with this, his final attempt. The situation, Alexander Hillman has secured the gold medal in the junior competition. This is an attempt to take the gold medal in the senior competition. He's currently sitting in the silver medal position. And Ethan McGrath will be watching on with keen eyes from the warm-up room, as he can no longer control the outcome. It will be determined by what happens with this lift with Alexander Hillman. Third attempt, 118 kilograms. And that's a good lift there for Alexander Hillman, and that puts him into the gold medal position in both the senior and junior competition. Barbell now being loaded to 125 kilograms for our guest competitor from Great Britain. First attempt for Gabriel Rogers. $125 kilograms. First attempt for Gabriel Rogers. Gabriel competing here as a guest today, as he is a citizen of Great Britain, currently residing in Melbourne, where he is a student at Melbourne University and training with the Melbourne University Weightlifting Club. So whilst Gabriel ineligible to medal in the Victorian Championships, he's clearly more than welcome to participate in the competitions here for our benefit as much as his. And that's no lift there for Gabriel with his opening attempt. 125 kilograms, just not quite getting into the right position as he got under the bar in order for him to be able to secure it and complete the clean. So the barbell will therefore remain on 125 kilograms, and it will be the same lifter, Gabriel Rogers, for his second attempt. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel taking consecutive attempts in the competition, so the clock has commenced from 2 minutes rather than the customary one. Gabriel only really an active participant in the sport of weightlifting for a period of 12 months. Still a relative newcomer to the sport. seemingly progressing quite rapidly through the ranks. And we look forward to seeing Gabriel in years to come competing at Commonwealth state level.
No lift.
And unfortunately no lift there for Gabriel. Despite having successfully elevated the weight, he neglected to wait for the referees to give him the signal to lower the bar.
The job of our referees to make sure that the technical rules are adhered to. Two of the three of them, you might have noticed that there was no down signal. Maybe
Gabriel now having a chat with his coach and being reminded that it's not to his satisfaction but to the satisfaction of the referees that he's required. Despite that miss, Gabriel has elected to take more, and the barbell now being loaded to 131 kilograms. 131 kilograms now being loaded onto the barbell for the third attempt for Gabriel Rogers.
131 kilos, third attempt for Gabriel Rogers, Great Britain.
Despite that miss, Gabriel feeling confident.
You can't win a place, but lifters don't like not making totals.
And once again, Gabriel taking consecutive attempts in the competition, so the clock has commenced its countdown from 2 minutes, just to give him a little bit of additional recovery time in between attempts. .131 kilograms. And the lifter is Gabriel Rogers for his third attempt. This will be the final attempt for this session of competition. The medal presentation will take place shortly thereafter. At 131 kilograms for Gabriel Rogers' third attempt, and here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a much better lift. And this time Gabriel decided to wait for the referees to decide it was a good lift as well before putting the barbell down. He successfully completed 131 kilograms and given him a total in the competition here today. That concludes the lifting for this session of competition, ladies and gentlemen. The presentation of medals will take place very shortly. our medalists for this session of lifting now making their way to the competition platform. Medals for this session being presented by Ms. Kate Linford, member of the Victorian Weightlifting Association Executive Board. In the junior competition, the silver medalist with a total of 192 kilograms, Ethan Correa. And the gold medalist and Victorian junior champion with a total of 201 kilograms, Alexander Hillman.
Thank you very much, athletes. Congratulations. And now for the senior competition.
And medals in the Victorian Senior Championships.
Call on our guest competitor, Gabrielle Rogers from Great Britain, to come forward and receive a
First, we do have a commemorative presentation for our guest, Gabrielle Rogers. Gabrielle being a citizen of Great Britain and eligible to medal in the competition today. So a commemorative medallion being presented as gratitude from the Victorian Weightlifting Association for Gabriel gracing us with his presence here today. The Victorian Championships, the bronze medalist with a total of 192 kilograms from the Training Day Weightlifting Club, Ethan Correa. The silver medalist with a total of 200 kilograms from the Oasis Weightlifting Club, Ethan McGrath. And the gold medalist and Victorian senior champion with a total of 201 kilograms, Alexander Hillman.
Congratulations, athletes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formalities for this session of competition. The presentation of lifters for the next session of competition will take place at 11 o'clock.